Hello everyone, this is Callie Person for Simon Says Stamp. Today's quick tip video is all about the Ranger Tim Holtz Distress Oxide Mini Ink Cubes. The same formulation of Distress Oxide that we've come to know and love is now available in the standard mini size. They come in packs of 4 in a variety of rainbow colors initially, with an anticipated release of all 72 colors by the end of 2025. With this release comes also the release of the mini blending tools. These retractable blending tools, along with the Distress Oxide cubes, are the perfect companion for traveling, especially when they can be stored conveniently inside the Distress storage tins. Each tin holds 12 mini ink cubes and can store a variety of ink brands in this size. In addition, when the plastic tray is removed, it can be used as a storage tin for the mini blending tools. It's roomy enough that 20 ink blending tools can fit inside the storage tin. If you like to display your blending tools, this 18-slot clear acrylic organizer stand is another storage solution. Swatches can be made to easily display what each blending tool's color is. Tim Holtz shares that you can color this ring right here where there's a bump out for the retractable mechanism and the lid to meet at the center. Tim also shares that the fastest way to color this is to use a Sharpie marker. You can use a variety of Sharpie colors to color code your mini ink blending tool simply by scribbling along that ring to color it. There's no drying time and you can get this done quickly. If you want to color match those rings to Distress Oxide inks, another way to do it is to use Distress paint. After shaking the bottle to make sure that the paint is mixed, you can use a paintbrush to paint that ring. And if you're not comfortable with freehanding it like I am, you can mask off the two sides before painting. With this method, you'll have to wait for the paint to dry before you can fully close this tool to its resting position. Indexing these mini blending tools is a fast way to identify which brushes you'll need to use with the colors of ink that you've selected for your crafty project. If you want, you can also swatch the top of these mini blending tools to get a better view from the top. When working with ink cubes, crafters often use more than one color. To help keep things organized on your work surface, Simon Says Stamp cube holders are great for holding your ink cubes in place while you're ink blending and crafting. This ink cube holder can hold 5 colors or up to 10 colors if you want to place more ink cubes where the lids are usually held. For more storage while you craft, the Simon Says Stamp Corner Ink Cube Paint Watercolor Holder is another option. This holds up to 8 ink cubes with lids or up to 16 cubes without the lids. These ink cube holders are made of silicone and will hold your ink cube snugly in place as you craft. Another option for holding your ink cubes while you're crafting is using ink holders from the inkstand. This particular inkstand holds 6 Distress ink cubes and was requested specifically from Tim Holtz himself, capable of holding the rainbow as well as a variety of other colors of your choice. If you don't need as many colors, there's also an inkstand that holds 4 ink cubes. As you can see, both these inkstands are available in black and white. They have silicone rubber feet that will help keep your ink cubes in place as you're crafting. Ink cubes not only take up less space than full-sized ink pads, but they're also great for doing techniques. The mini blending tools work well with smaller detailed stencils like this one, and as well as die cuts. These inks are a fusion of dye and pigment ink and are an innovative ink unlike any other ink in the marketplace. The formulation is creamy and buildable, making it easy to add interest and dimension. With the use of mini blending tools, you can get a variety of colors in a small area for stencils like these. With this compact size, not only is it easy to travel with, its retractable design will prevent color contamination. Distress Oxide inks are also great for watercoloring. To prevent oxidation on the actual ink pad, you'll want to move that ink to a non-porous work surface or palette. Then you can pick it up with a damp brush or water brush and watercolor as usual. This pigment works like watercolor in that it's forgiving, giving you ample time to blend out the colors to your liking. Again, it's buildable, so you can constantly go back and add more pigment to intensify saturation or take away pigment to lighten up areas. Distress Oxide cubes are also super convenient for stamping. It's great for isolating small areas if you choose to do different colors for a stamped image like on these hearts, or you can add 2 colors to an image like on the butterfly, overlapping colors, because there's less surface area of an ink pad to contend with. As mentioned, this ink is water reactive, so you can create faux watercolor looks by spritzing some water on the stamped image and stamping again. If you choose, you can also go in with a watercolor brush and color any areas you'd like to make an image solid. Capable of so many techniques, these Distress Oxide cubes are a must-have in your craft room as well as crafting on the go. To see more distressed products from Tim Holtz and Ranger, visit simonsaysstamp.com. We'd love to be your one-stop shop. Thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye everyone!
I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at simonsaysstamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.